The following program is intended for mature audiences.
In this episode of The Truth Be Told,
what it do?
We talk about the Super Bowl.
And the assholes who won it.
Dave East disses his fans.
And his fans diss his ass right back.
Bruno Mars starts a campaign for next year's Super Bowl.
A campaign that we started about 2 years ago.
And we got reviews from Payroll Giovanni and Cardo, Lil Wayne and Migos.
Mama!
And now some artistic ignorance from Infidel Castro and your boy, Barry Ross.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
Welcome back, trillions and trillionaires. It's the Truth Be Told podcast with your boy Riffa and your boy Bigg UU, aka Big UU, aka Barry Ross. That's and right. Your boy Infidel Castro.
That's right, it's your boy Big UU. What it do, trillions?
And we are back for episode 103, bro.
That's right. Not to be confused with 203. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just so y'all know, man. This is
take two.
Take two of the intro.
This is take two of the intro.
Because Sharif called me Big UU.
UU, man.
And then
it rolled off the tongue.
It's episode 203. So we got it straight now. It's episode 103.
Honestly, I was trying to get into the future. You weren't about that life.
I'm not about that life. Also, for y'all might hear me, I might sound a little nasally and congested.
Yeah.
I am. I got allergies going on, or it could be the flu, so who knows? You
That's
know what
why
I'm saying?
Sitting back 10 feet from the mic right now.
Yeah. Nah, it's because you're scared, bruh. It's because you're scared of a real nigga, bruh. Nah, I'm playing.
No, not at all.
Nah, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in for the next episode. I do want to apologize because we are a day late. This is coming out on Wednesday. Usually come out Tuesday nights. So we want to apologize to everybody. We are still here.
We're not going anywhere.
Right. We're going to try to give y'all something every week, no matter what's going on. Also, we hope you support the podcast. You can go to trillmatic.com/merch. Get our new merch gear. I'm actually wearing the Grown Man Baby Bizoy shirt right now.
He already got that.
Yeah, you can subscribe on YouTube. You'll probably see it because we'll probably put up a couple clips later on this week.
And it's in the background the whole time on the podcast if you're watching the videos.
Right. You can always get there, trillmatic.com/merch, and show some support for the podcast. Also, make sure you subscribe, iTunes, Google Play, the whole nine. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes if you can.
We would appreciate it.
We'd appreciate that shit, my G.
5 stars on anything you review.
That's right, my guy.
As long as 5 stars is the highest.
As long as it is.
Because if you got a 10-star review, you better give us the 10.
You better give us a 20. You better log out of that account and create a new account and give us another one.
Wherever you can get notifications, hit the notification button because we'll keep you up to date.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date and you will know when we drop something immediately.
I had an interesting weekend because I went out to, well, not really weekend, Monday night. Usually record on Monday nights, but
we had a little minor setback because there was an outing done. And
there was an outing, which kind of came up last minute. I totally forgot about it.
It happens.
It happens. I went to go see what I thought was DVSN. It's Division. That's gonna tell you how washed I am. It's the name of him is Division. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And he's an R&B artist. I know there's a lot of people that listen to that have listened to this podcast for a long time and have heard me.
I've heard both of us slaughter.
Both
names.
of us talk down on Drake.
Oh shit! I thought you were talking about slaughter names because.
Well, we have slaughter names too.
That's another slaughter, right?
We slaughter names too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I thought that's where you're running with that, but okay.
Yeah,
talking about with Drake.
I'm washed, bruh. Yeah. I'm about to be 33 this month. I'm washed. Fuck. But we do slaughter. We do slaughter Drake too.
Yeah.
From time to time, we've been kind of giving him a little bit. We kind of live off him a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But he's also been. He hasn't been there. Also.
That's right. He kind of fell back.
So that's why we haven't been able to.
Right. But it's coming. All right, he's going to come out with an album, you know it. So we're going to come back for Drake. But one thing I got to say about his Division show is
You rather do it again?
I was. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Division is a good artist. I think he can really sing. The only thing is, well, I can tell you this: props to fucking House of Blues.
Yeah.
In Dallas. If y'all never seen a performance there or whatever, the sound engineers there were out fucking standing. They were just outstanding.
They're on point.
They were
on top of their game.
On point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how hard it is to catch like somebody that can really sing and like they are top notch with their sound.
That's good.
There's probably better sound out there, which I probably haven't heard. I haven't been all over the world like some of you fucks. You know what I'm saying? But
true statement.
House of Blues, I think they probably got they got a good reputation. It's House of Blues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think they train their people good, or they get people hired that know what the fuck they're doing.
Right. I've been to shows where the sound was just horrible.
Awful. Oh yeah, I've been at shows where it's awful, where there has to actually be a break. There has to be a break for them to fix shit because it's that bad.
Right.
Where the person stops like, I can't continue. Like, y'all gotta fix this shit. It's not right.
Funny story. Me and Lack, we went out to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
This is like probably 5-6 years ago. This is when Tyler, the Creator, had just dropped Yonkers.
Oh shit.
Right. So he wasn't even really out there yet. And I remember when we were out there, everybody kept saying, "Oh, do you know there's people from fucking Scotland?" Okay, they were like, "Do you know where I can find iFuture?" And I kept saying, iFuture? Who the fuck is iFuture? I thought they kept saying iFuture, and I thought it was like some Apple shit. You know what I'm saying? Little did I know later on they were saying Odd Future the whole fucking time, right?
Some Apple shit.
I thought it was some Apple shit. You know what I'm saying?
Knockoff Apple shit.
Fucking corporate America's ruining South by Southwest with their bullshit. So fucking
iFuture.
So we get to this show,
shit.
And it was a show. This is when you can still pay your way to get into certain venues.
No.
In South by Southwest. Now you gotta fucking have the badge to get in most venues now. Badge only. So we get into the show and it's got Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince, Black Milk, he's from Detroit, Tyler the Creator, Big Sean, and maybe like one or two other guys that were kind of not really popping at the time. Nobody was really like super popping.
Yeah,
great. They were still kind of coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still a great show. Great show of names of to be artists. People that were gonna make a name.
Right.
So
we get in there and Big Sean's performing. Like we come in there like in middle of Big Sean's performance. Big Crit comes on. He comes on a live band, does his thing. He has like singers and everything. It was fantastic. It was a great show. Big Crit show was great. I
didn't hear you say that about Big Sean.
Yeah, I don't really remember too much from him. I just remember going, damn, he's a little dude. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember thinking. Because I had some pretty good, I got pretty good vision.
Yeah.
A pretty good area where we were watching the show at. And all of a sudden, Tyler gets on. All right? Keep this in mind. Sai is supposed to go on after Tyler. Okay? Tyler gets on. They come on the fucking stage. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory. The whole time, people are complaining about the sound.
Yeah.
The sound was just bad. This woman who happened to work for the Austin, I forget the newspaper is out there, the music thing they got out there. Pretty big. I can't remember what it is either. She comes over and she's like, hey, she's trying to like flirt with me because I'm standing next to the sound guy, right? So I get to hear all the fucking hate that's going towards him. And she tries
commotion.
All the commotion. So she flirts with me, thinking that I'm a part of the sound. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that she's trying to like holler. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, big player in the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Grown man, baby, Bizzo.
Right. So she fucking then like after a few minutes I realized, she says, hey, could you get the sound and turn it up a little bit? And I was like, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Asshole, right? Yeah. So I'm like, look, I don't deal with the sound. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't me.
Right. Then Tyler and Odd Future gets on. They get on because everybody's waiting to see them. That's why everybody's there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They get on. Immediately, it's fucking mayhem. They come out, it's fucking mayhem. Okay? They come out, bottles, stuff, shit thrown around. Somebody jumps up on one of the speakers, like up to the fucking ceiling. I thought this motherfucker was gonna jump off the shit like fucking wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
So
It was serious.
do a stage dive off of a fucking balcony or
Bruh.
speaker, top of a speaker, or some shit.
This was not the venue for that. Okay, it just wasn't. All right. So the second song go, and Tyler said, "Hey man, the fucking show's over. The fucking sound of here fucking sucks." You know what I'm saying? Somebody takes a microphone, and I'm talking about he beams this shit at the ceiling. I'm talking about I've never seen a microphone get thrown that hard somewhere. Okay, at the ceiling. All right, and they all walk off the stage.
Just launches that motherfucker, and then like that's like taking a mic drop to the next level.
To the next level.
I'm throwing this bitch up to the roof.
You dropped it to the ceiling. All right,
you're gonna drop from the ceiling. drop from the ceiling all the way down to the floor.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate.
That's the
drop.
ultimate, right? So fucking. This is like a minute into the second song.
Yeah,
and now everybody's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? And then I already seen it. I was like, "Yo," I feel like, "Hey, we gotta get the fuck up out of here, bro."
Riot.
It's going down, and you just start seeing people pushing, and people start getting mad, and all this shit, and the shit just went to shit, bro. And the funny thing about the whole shit, when we got out of there, luckily we got out of there unscathed. I'm laughing because I'm like, fuck, Sci-Hi supposed to go on.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, so what happened to Sci-Hi?
Sci-Hi supposed to go on after this shit.
Nah, what the fuck?
Yeah, but he didn't go on. So the point of the whole story is, listen, y'all, get y'all fucking sound right. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of the whole fucking story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because that shit can happen.
Right.
Someone can just, like, end an interview, end a fucking show, anything, because the sound ain't right. You know, like,
absolutely.
I'm out of here.
Right.
This quality sucks.
It sucks.
So it's like, get your shit together.
Your boys. Your bitch ass boys.
A bunch of boys. Whole bunch of grown man
bizoids. They're not the real bizoids though, because the real bizoids is the boys in Dallas.
Get out of here with that.
Alright, I don't want to hear this bullshit.
Get out of here.
You literally wearing the color too. What the fuck are you doing? You wearing this on your head?
Yeah, I did.
That's literally the
feel.
Is that what did you wear that on purpose?
I went there. Nah, actually, I did because it matched the green on Freddy Krueger. But still, I did that, and you know, in red, green, Freddy Krueger right there. But it does go with who won the Super Bowl.
The Philadelphia Eagles won this bitch ass, weak ass Super Bowl.
Weak. It was a great game.
That's right, bitch ass, weak ass Super Bowl.
Upset because someone else in his division won.
Let me tell you why I was upset, because I'm a Cowboys fan.
An enemy of your division won. That's why you feel
They're both
salty.
enemies, though. Let me tell you why I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, yeah. They're both enemies.
I don't want the Patriots to win because, one, I just don't fucking like the Patriots. Who likes the fucking Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay? If you choose the Patriots as your team...
I got friends that like the Patriots. I do.
That's like playing, like, fucking Madden on... You built a custom team and everybody's got 100 score... and you play the game on easy with this custom team, and you get the Super Bowl, and you get happy that you won the Super Bowl. That's the same people that like the Patriots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the Patriots, and then on top of that, the Patriots got 5 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, just like our teams.
Right.
Just
and
like
I don't
Cowboys
need
and the
them to get any more.
Yeah.
Just like the 49ers.
Yeah. We don't need them to get any more.
Right.
That we don't.
Because then they're better than the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, better than the Niners. Can't have that.
We
already have the Steelers there.
Right.
You know? And they're not better than our teams.
They're not,
They're not
Steelers,
better than our teams.
trash.
Not at all. Yeah.
Trash as fuck.
We're losing. we're losing subscribers as we're talking. I'm just saying.
I know, right? I'm looking at the analytics. I'm like, so we had a lot in Pittsburgh, in Boston, but for some odd reason they dropped off this week. I don't know.
Hey, we're all fans of who we are.
Yeah. Another reason, now the reason I don't like the Eagles is because they're in a division of the Cowboys.
Yes. You have a rivalry.
There is a rivalry,
Yes,
but the reason I don't want them to win the Super Bowl is because before this shit, they didn't have any Super Bowls. And so whenever I would beef with the Eagles fan,
say,
that was my fucking...
Yeah, the meme. You'd send that candy ring meme.
Right.
And it's like, that's the only ring you can get. Like, that's the meme. That is the ultimate meme for teams that don't have a ring.
Right. It's fucked up because... all those fucking memes are fucking obsolete now.
Oh, completely.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, when it comes to the Eagles now, they're all obsolete. Can't use them anymore.
This is some bullshit.
Try to use them and be like, no, we actually have one. You know, let's show the ring.
I'd be in an argument, we'd be arguing about the Eagles, and I'm like, they would say some shit and they back me into the corner. I'm like, well, y'all don't have any fucking rings, so there's that. You know what I'm saying? That would be like my. I can't say that shit no more.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
They are Super Bowl champs now.
That's why I'm like, fuck this Super Bowl, bruh.
Hey, somebody had to win, and of course, we wanted it to be the Vikings and Jacksonville.
I'd rather have seen the Vikings in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's who we wanted to go, just because it's a fresh two teams, something different. We didn't get that.
Jacksonville had one job and couldn't get it done. Minnesota, I don't even know why the fuck you were even there. All right,
they were making a run, but it's just at that point, it's like, what the fuck happened? That run ended.
Yeah, are the Eagles that fucking good?
They won the Super Bowl. They beat Brady.
Brady beat Brady.
Yeah, he did. By not being able to catch that pass. That his own throw? It wasn't his own throw, but somebody passed it to him. Yeah,
imagine he throws his own throw and he can't catch it. Who you get mad at,
Someone's
Brady?
done that. I forgot who it was, but they were talking about that stat in the Super Bowl, and they said that Foles now has done it. Has caught a touchdown on top of it, caught a pass and a touchdown, and fucking someone else. They said someone, I forgot who it was, but somebody caught their own pass. Jim Kelly
caught his own pass.
Yeah.
How?
I have no idea. I don't know if he did a little flick up and just caught it, or I don't know how he did it. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah,
ran there for a touchdown.
I think it was Jim Kelly. He said.
I gotta look this shit up.
Yeah, I want to look it up too. Because
I would play it on
we're talking about it right now.
But the NFL will probably snatch this shit down so quick. But I'm gonna go look for it though.
Either way, Foles did that shit after and said, "This is how you do it, Brady."
Right. That's the really fucked up part about it.
Yeah. And
I was listening to Bill Burr. He was like, he should have fucking died for it. And I'm like, Brady, it's a Super Bowl. You should have died for that shit.
You should have.
The fuck? Thought you were too good?
Put yourself on the line. You got to. Yeah. That's what it's all. You're at the game.
That's how I feel about Patriots fans. They feel like they're too good for society.
I seen some shit that said it makes a big difference when your balls are inflated all the way.
Oh shit!
I seen some shit.
Shit.
It said that shit. I was like, wow.
I don't know what it is, but America likes to see the Patriots lose. For the most part, majority of Americans like to see the Patriots lose.
Right now, it's because think about it. Brady's been there 8 times.
He's dominated. He's dominated,
and he's won 5 of them. It's good. This was a potential 6 that he could have got, and it was like, holy shit! If he wins this one, he's gotten 6 out of 8 times. Like,
right.
Damn.
Yeah.
And in his career, been there 8 times on top of it, just like
no. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. Not even no Patriots hate. The Patriots have had a fucking disgusting run the past decade, maybe even 12, 13 years.
Ever since Brady's been
nasty,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
It's legendary shit.
It is
for Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
people gonna talk about this shit 50 years from now. They're gonna be like, "Holy fuck! How was anybody
one of the greatest teams?
How was anybody ever able to do this shit?" You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, it's arguably one of the greatest teams. I mean, obviously everyone has their greatest team. Well, but they're up there in the talks,
of course,
hands down.
Hands down,
they're in there.
But what I do like about this whole shit about Philly winning is I do like how the city kind of like came around Meek Mill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that for that brief moment, Meek Mill was on top of the world with his with his Dreams and Nightmares song.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They came out to it to when they come out to the
they run off onto the field and run onto the field and shit. Yeah.
And then when they won, you see them everybody in the locker room, they're chanting it, and the whole arena was chanting it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's big, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah.
Because last year, everybody was like, get the fuck out of here, Meek.
Yeah, for real. We don't want to hear you anymore.
Right. They were trying to wash his ass.
Yeah. He was a target.
You think it's
like
because...
It seemed like he was a target to a lot of people.
I know. He was the new Ja Rule.
But he survived.
Right, he did survive. Look at that.
That's the difference right there.
Ja Rule didn't survive. He's still out here getting washed.
Even when he tries to clap back.
Tries to clap back, it's like, too late, bro. But did you see this motherfucker Kevin Hart though?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Boy,
that boy Kevin Hart. He's over there acting the ass already just in the stadium, you know what I'm saying, where he's sitting and everything. I watched all the footage on YouTube. I was watching his footage before, after, him getting fucked up. He was drunk.
He looked like he was drunk.
Yeah, he was completely drunk. I mean, he was fucking...
he cussed.
And then, on TV, he went up there and he gets to go up there and talk. Like, he worked his way over there because, he's working his muscle. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I I got clout here. I got clout. And it's like, he gets in there and he gets on stage, he's talking, and then he's even saying, he's like, I'm drunk, you know, and they're like, oh, it's cool, and they're talking, and then he cusses.
Right.
And then he's like, all right, I'm done, I'm out of here.
Right, yeah.
Jumps off the stage.
He doesn't even just do like a shit or that. He drops the ultimate cuss word.
Yeah.
It's he drops the shit that can change a movie from PG-13 to rated R. You know what I'm saying? He drops that word.
Yeah.
So, but shouts out to Kevin though, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's the funny thing that happened after that is that he tried to get on stage when they were giving the trophy.
Right.
And he got shoved to the side by the guy who was holding the trophy.
Yeah.
He said something to him. I don't know what he said, but he said something to him and he just pushes him to the side.
I mean, he was happy though, man. Listen, I know Philly's been through, they've been dealing with, first off, number one, Cowboys always destroying them in every football argument ever. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, they just, the first time winning, you know what I mean? The city is, a city needs that sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get that win and it just elevates everybody. Everybody's just, more business comes, you know what I'm saying? They spend more money and all kind of shit, man. It's just good for the city.
Good for the city, revenue, everything. Right. Yeah.
So shouts out to Philly.
Congratulations.
Fuck Philly.
Hey, congratulations to Philadelphia Eagles because I was going for you in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, but you were back to being the enemy because I'm a Niner fan.
If you're a Cowboys fan and you was rooting for the Philly to beat the Patriots, you're still a shitbag.
So you're a shitbag.
I didn't root for Philly. I didn't root for nobody.
You went for Philly.
There was times where I was watching the game and I was like, "Yes, Tom," and I was like, "Holy, what the fuck?"
Shut the fuck up.
And then there were times where I was like, "Eat it, Tom," and I was like, "Wait a minute, who the fuck am I?"
Confused.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on anymore.
You're like, where am I?
Right. I was like, "Fuck this game, dog."
All of a sudden, you're like, "Go, Dak!" The fuck? He's not even on the field.
Right.
No.
So shout them all out, man.
Hey, shout out to next season. We'll see what happens.
Your boy, your big-headed,
apparently
Harlem baby Bizzoy. Your boy Dave East, he kind of out here wilding a little bit. All right, we just did a review for Paranoid 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna link that up in the show notes. If you're on YouTube watching this, just go look in the description. We'll link it up.
Got you.
Gave him a good review. Said he stepped his game up.
Yeah.
Said he elevated a little bit. Maybe he heard our review.
And I
got a little big headed.
Yeah. And you know what? And at one point I was thinking, after we were done and everything, I was thinking maybe I should have gave him the 9. Because I know I gave him the half-ass 8.7.
Right.
8.75. You know. But this makes me think maybe I was alright by staying where I was. But not giving the 9 yet.
See what happens when you give people these high ratings?
Yeah.
They start feeling themselves. So if y'all don't know, if y'all didn't hear about it, your boy Dave East was about to perform at a show.
Yeah.
An overzealous fan was a little impatient and
where are you?
Tweeted out.
Looking at their watch.
Doors opened at 7:00. Dave East is stood out on stage. It's 10:10.
Yeah.
Right now. All right. And Dave East tweeted out, "Leave then." And everybody kind of went in, all of his fans went in and was like, "Bitch,
what you mean leave?
Your music ain't that good to be out here acting all fucking,
high and mighty.
High and mighty about this shit to fight.
Disrespecting your fans."
Yeah, what you think about that, bro?
I think that's bad for anyone to do. I don't care if you're the top artist out there.
Right.
I don't care if
So if you were Eminem, you don't think you could say that shit?
I think you can, but I don't care if you are. I wouldn't be happy that you did still. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just a human being like me.
Right.
Like, it's like you're doing a show, you have obligations, all these people are here for you. It's a job.
Right.
At the end of the day, you're late for your job.
Right.
You know? And when you're that big, you're kind of your own boss. So it's like no one's there to be able to get at you.
Right.
So what do? You just you say what he said. Leave then. You know, that's what you do because you're kind of like, I'm in charge. I'm the one. You're here to see me.
Right.
You start feeling like that almost, it seems like. And it's like, that's not the way to go. Okay. For any artist.
To be fair, I feel what you're saying. To be fair, though, It might not even have been Davies that did it. It might have just been somebody that worked for Davies.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you got people that run. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
It seems like he runs his own Twitter, but sometimes you got people that's in there.
Someone runs it for him and does all the typing.
Right, and the internet the Twitter is a snappy, like it's a fucking snappy ass place. It's just that's just what it is. Everybody's like just ready to chop you down, make you look dumb, you know what I'm saying? It's just that type of place. Even the damn corporations, when they run their Twitters, they're roasting you back and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing that now. It's like, oh shit.
Everybody's kind of just, snappy on there. So, it might have just been, it could have just been somebody that was working his shit and was trying to be snappy back like they do on Twitter, like they normally do.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it could have just been Davies being an asshole.
Yeah, Davies
you know what I'm saying?
We'll leave. It's like, we're here to see you. What the fuck?
Right.
Like, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's your fan.
Right.
So if it is him, it's like, that's low. That's pretty low. Because it's like, come on, these are people that possibly idolize you. They're there and they're like,
especially
really
at this developmental stage.
Yeah.
Right now, where you're like growing, you're at the point now where like every fan counts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They're watching you grow. A lot of these fans feel like they're your number one fan because they've probably been there from the beginning, and you're growing. You're seeing you elevate to that next level yourself. So it's like that's not a good. That's why they all went in. That's why a lot of fans were like, "What the fuck?"
Well, they're like, "I'm not going to a show again." Yeah. You know what he should have did was he should have took that as an opportunity to kind of maybe apologize publicly. Maybe said, hey, find so and so, we'll put you in VIP. Just something, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, like show people like, oh, like he
really cares.
He really cares.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get selected, they see that and they go, oh, okay, like he's not a total dipshit or whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I wish that was me.
Start
feeling like that, and they may be.
Maybe I come to his shows all the time,
but they might be like, I might get that chance.
Nah, you're not.
But they may be like, I'm gonna tweet something that might get me a chance to get in there. And it'll elevate him. Followers, people think, oh, that might be a way to get in the back, but it may be a one-time thing. Right. But at the same time, it'll show people that you're not a complete asshole. Complete
asshole.
Although I'm not saying he's a complete asshole.
I don't think he's a complete asshole
either.
I mean you never know, man.
One thing, like you said, it could have not been him. Even if it was him, doesn't mean he's a complete asshole. Right. He just was like, leave him. It's like being snappy.
Another thing too is like,
but damn,
on the internet is like, people hate.
It's not stop.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just probably all blurred together. It's like, fuck you, and fuck you. You know what I'm
cool,
saying? Yeah.
But fuck you.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta spray everybody. You gotta come in there with the AK and just hit everybody. You might hit a couple innocents. I'm just saying.
Street sweeper.
All right.
Chop them down.
Right, man. But hopefully Davies will learn from that and just everybody else needs to do that too. Just respect your fans. I mean, they spend money on you. Yeah. They come to your shows. They're gonna probably buy merch. The high ass, expensive ass merch.
Yeah.
Those fucking shirts selling for $60 fucking and shit.
Straight up.
Not ours though. You can get the new Grown Man Baby Bizzoy for a small fee. Go to trailmatic.com/merch.
Nice.
You see what I'm saying? Hey baby.
Got him, coach.
Got him. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Nah, but yeah, I mean, you just gotta show more respect to the fans out there. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the fans.
Yeah.
And get your shit together, Davies. Don't disrespect the fans like that, bro.
Come on, man. It's like football. Come on, man.
Your boy, your cocaine baby Bizzoy.
Oh shit. You're not lying.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's actual facts behind that.
Yeah, since it's gonna be a Bruno Mars fan, it's gonna be like, fuck these guys. Dislike.
We probably just told them something they didn't know.
Yeah, they better go fucking learn. Your boy Bruno Mars. I'm gonna just say this, bro. I be wanting to hate this motherfucker Bruno Mars.
He's a grown, small baby boy.
Right?
He's a small guy.
He's a small guy.
He is.
But he's out here popping, bro. I really be wanting to hate your boy, Bruno Mars.
Me too.
But, god damn it.
He's good at his craft. He's good at that.
He's good at his craft.
Music, that era, that style. He's like the only one that can pull it off.
You know why I want to hate him? I want to hate him because he does black people shit better than black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm like, have you seen his new video he did with Cardi B?
I haven't seen the video, but I heard the song recently because I hadn't heard it.
Right, it's been playing.
I had not heard the song yet, and then finally I listened to it, and I was like, "This shit sound like it came out in the '90s."
Right,
like that.
The reason
did a legit almost like a parody of the '90s, but a legit song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit.
Well, if you see the video, they model the video after the In Living Color set.
Wow.
You see what I'm trying to say? And I'm like, God damn it! How can I fucking hate you?
It's hard,
asshole.
It's hard to hate him, but I mean.
But then he goes and
you still don't gotta love him.
I know you don't gotta love him, but then he comes out and he was like, "Hey NFL, y'all gonna be down in Atlanta next year. I feel like y'all could make a Atlanta hip hop show. Outkast, Jeezy, T.I., Lil Jon, yeah."
And then you start to love him.
Then he even said Gucci Man, and then I was like, "Fuck, he's right."
Yeah.
Now keep this in mind. We've talked about this shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, a few times on this podcast. We wanted other people to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yes, we've already talked
Rap
about this. Yes,
right.
Songs that were the top, almost
at the time, like
not
Black
just the
Beatles
top song, but just it was more like what was sweeping all music at that moment.
The nation,
the industry, just everything. It was just on top of the world. You know,
there's no reason that Ray Shrimmer shouldn't have been performing Black Beatles
at the Super Bowl,
or Migos.
Yeah,
performing Bad and Bougie. I'm sorry, but why not?
If that's what's almost in a sense wanted, because it's what was almost the song of the year type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you think of a song that was the top song or one of the biggest songs of the year, you think, well, those songs were top notch. One of the big made the most impact. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for example, the Black Beatles song.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing that fucking mannequin challenge.
Fuck yeah.
Every fucking body.
Everybody. It swept everywhere.
It was everywhere. Okay.
The world. It swept the world.
You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me Ray Shrimmer cannot perform Black Beatles at the fucking Super Bowl? You gonna put Lady Gaga? Nothing against Lady Gaga. She's talented. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. Okay. But Lady Gaga didn't put out shit that hit anything
that year.
Any realm at all that really, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Nowhere near.
Right.
You know, and they didn't listen. But now we got Bruno Mars over here. You know,
and now they're gonna move. They're gonna be like, oh shit, Bruno Mars said
a name that people will listen to. You know, unfortunately, they weren't listening to us then. They listen to us now. Eventually, apparently, now they listen to us. But
Bruno Mars is out here doing amazing work for Black people. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's been a great ambassador to the culture. Right there, what he did right there was basically open that conversation to everyone.
To everybody,
to everyone.
On a big stage. Everybody's
on big stages. People are like,
he's right. Now, if we
has a point.
Now, I'm hoping that we get an appearance from 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. I'm just hoping.
That'd be nice.
What I'm saying? That would be nice, yeah. He just comes out, young Savage, why you trapping so hard? The lights completely dim, and
then it starts fading back in as it goes.
He does that shit where you pop up out of the stage, and it's like, young Travis, why you trapping so hard?
Just one beam on you, one light beam. You know what I'm saying? Like you're about to be abducted and shit. Like,
yeah, that would be lit.
Yeah.
But nah, man, he did call a bunch of Atlanta artists outcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. If you really wanted music, Outkast is gonna come up there. They gonna shut the shit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got hits for days.
Yeah.
That everybody loved.
Yeah.
Black, white, Hispanic. You see what I'm trying to say? T.I.'s had hits that everybody loved.
Yeah.
Jeezy has had hits that everybody's loved.
Yeah.
Lil Jon, I mean, come on. They could really do something big.
Do something real fucking big.
Right.
I mean, if they just ran with that. I mean, why not?
You think they're gonna do it? You think the NFL's gonna do it?
I don't think the NFL's gonna do it, but I would think that yeah.
Bruno Mars said it's gotta be okay.
That's the thing.
Right.
I think now it's going to be taken into some kind of consideration in a sense. Like maybe it'll be in conversation.
They're like, okay.
But they're like, but who really wants this? Raise your hand.
They're going to be like, All right, here's what we'll do. We're gonna bring out Pitbull and Flo Rida. How about that? How's that?
Is that good enough for you? I was like, what? What do you fuck? No.
No, we don't want that shit.
It's not good enough.
We want Jesus saying, I won Trapper of the Year 4 times in a row. What the gear? A lifetime supply, making so the clientele. That's what I want.
I want Snowman.
Yeah, we want the Snowman. Straight up. Yeah, man. I got to shout out to Bruno Mars.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I can't hate on them no more, bro.
For even mentioning that, for even saying that,
Right.
and to put it in that big of a spotlight.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he at least, you know, like, he could easily, like, you can't even call him a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he does, you know, showcase out there.
He does it very well.
He does it very well.
He represents it very well in the way he does it. He's like the only person who can do that style of music right now. Nobody else is doing it like
I didn't want to have to give him the honorary black card, but fuck.
He's like the newest member. Huh?
Access granted, motherfucker.
Access granted. You in there.
You went to the cookout, bro. Shit.
Welcome to the barbecue, bro. You're in. Gate just swung open.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But, you know, hopefully we get that, man. For real.
For real.
And the NFL, I mean, it's time, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's time. I've had everybody else up there. You've had Justin Timberlake fucking twice.
Multiple times.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two times.
And if I
he
saw
fucked
it right,
up the first time.
Yeah, because of the whole.
And y'all let him back on. Let him see it. They let a whole nipple out.
Hey, you know what's crazy is I think in this, if I saw it right in this last performance of the Super Bowl, I swear I saw him when he was going by one of the females. He got close, and there was like a girl did like a motion, like, you know, like she like making fun of like a nipple slip like type shit. Like
he was like, "Not now, asshole."
But no, she kind of. I think it was part of the show. Like he did something. She got close and kind of like did something, but it was kind of like taking aim, like making fun of that, kind of laughing at yourself type shit.
Right.
But if I saw it right, that's how when I saw that I was like, did she just imitate the whole nipple slip? What the fuck?
I gotta watch it.
He had nothing to do with it though. It's not like he went on there, but it looked like she kind of made some kind of motion and did that shit. Like, I gotta watch it.
I'm just saying, they let Justin Timberlake back on. You can let Jeezy on.
Why not?
Let Jeezy rock one time.
Let Gucci Man in there.
Oh,
he's
let
done
Gucci
a lot
Man.
for
Oh
the
man,
culture,
listen,
and he's been all over already too.
Oh, man, he wrote a best-selling book. Get that motherfucker on the stage, man.
Get him on the stage.
Gucci Man on the stage saying, "Yeah, Bert." Come on, man.
The whole show starts off, Bert. Everybody comes out and minks. Never.
And I'm gonna miss everybody. You're gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody. Your boy.
That's my boy.
The busiest of the busiest. Your boy Bizzy Bone.
Fast spitting Bizzy Bone.
Grown man baby Bizoy.
Yeah. There's no doubt about
Definitely
that.
grown man baby
Yeah,
Bizoy.
there's no doubt about that.
He's upset, man. And you know what? He has a lot of good reason to be upset, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's really upset, not necessarily at the Migos, more upset with media and how the media will let some of this shit rock. So basically what happened was Migos were at Big Boy's neighborhood doing an interview, and Offset, I believe, said that they were the greatest hip-hop group of all time. Which we all know that's a lie. Okay? We're pretty forward thinking when it comes to the new wave and all that, okay?
That's way out there.
That's some wild shit to say.
That's some way out there shit. Like, come on.
Yeah. And anybody agrees with that shit is just like, come on, that's it. But Bizzy made a good point was he said that the reason that they say this wild shit is because people like Big Boy or some of these media outlets don't say anything to correct them. Don't say, well, that's not true. You have,
how do you leave out Bone Thugs and Harmony
or the Locks or Outkast or
the
whoever,
Clips.
the Clips.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to think of some other trios.
Yeah, I was trying to think of some trios.
I said trios. Trios.
That's trios. Three hoes. What?
Hey, new word, baby. Trios.
Innovator.
Right.
Yeah, but what are some other trios?
West Side Connection.
Yeah.
Hey, what was it? 213?
3-6 Mafia. Come on.
Oh, 3-6 Mafia, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, just groups in general. I mean, when you got a whole squads, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
MOP.
Them franchise boys.
You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan. Come on. You said them franchise Them franchise
You gonna
boys.
leave out them franchise boys?
Come on, now.
St. Lunatics.
Come on. Get a mafia. Come on.
Right. There's so many groups out there that, that, I mean, even Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know what I'm saying, that should definitely get way more praise as super groups or the greatest hip-hop
groups of all
time.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like,
If you made a list of 20, Migos, I don't know if they'll make the list.
I don't even know if they'll be on the top 20.
Not to say that they're complete trash or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
you got to think of what's already been.
Yeah, you just haven't done enough, my guy.
Yeah.
Maybe some people believe that because there's a whole they got a whole catalog.
And
there's a lot of people that grew up to them.
Yeah,
but
you have to look at times. Times are different to where it's like everyone now has the ability to get albums and support their groups a lot better. I think now with everything being digital, and being able to just at the swipe of your finger, on your phone. Right. Before you had to go to the store. If you were too young, you got the guy at the cashier saying, "Let me see your ID," and then you're like, "Fuck," and they're like, "You can't buy this." You're too young for this. But nowadays, a lot of parents don't put parental control, and kids are able to just buy music easily, you know. And so they're getting a lot of support. So then you got, and not to mention, it's just things are selling a lot more because there's a lot more people out there now.
Well, there's a lot more people. I think too that there's the streaming. There's different rules for that. People whenever it's hot, people are streaming whatever's hot. Mm-hmm. So of course, they're gonna
YouTube and everything. Like all platforms are giving them some kind of a hit towards.
Right now, they've just matched. They've just tied the Beatles with the most songs on a Billboard from a group ever.
Yeah.
The Beatles did that in a different. I'm not saying the Beatles. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a Beatles fan because I'm not. I mean, they got a couple songs, whatever, and I understand what people like about them, whatever. But they did that at a way tougher time when people were buying like records. If they got that many songs in the top, that means they
put in a lot of work.
They were popping. Yeah, that means they were really popping. Yeah. Okay, Migos is popping now too. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But
Beatles did that shit without jewelry and flashy shit to make people look at them like, oh, who are they? Like they got, Migos has a image as well, where the Beatles were just regular.
There's some similarities with the youth and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, hip hop is the biggest genre of music in America right now.
Exactly.
So I mean, who's to say? Maybe they are just as popular as the Beatles were back then. Who knows? But
possibility.
There's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? But they're not on the level of
taking the greatest of all time, to be the GOATs in hip hop, of groups. No, that's just not happening.
No,
it's not happening.
It's just not gonna happen, dog.
It ain't gonna fly.
Nah, it can't fly. And
man, you got Salt and Pepper.
You say Salt and Pepper?
Yeah. Got Salt and Pepper out there. They got Spinnerella. That was a trio right there.
I forgot Run DMC. I forgot. There's so many groups out there. This is like
Rakim and Eric B. Man, come on.
Yeah. Nah, he's right. Like Bizzy Bone is 100% fucking right. There's a lot of people that saying that they do let these people say this shit, and I'm just like,
let them slide.
Especially the youth. They'll say some wild shit sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck? They'll say some shit like, like. Prime example, they'll say Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time. Whoa, slow your fucking roll.
Hit your brakes.
Okay?
Hit your brakes.
Kendrick is hot. He's great. He will probably go down as one of the greats.
Yeah.
He's just not there yet.
There's still time.
There's still a lot of time.
A lot of time that
6 or 7 years we'll be talking about whether or not he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Right? 6, 7 more years. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We'll know then. Maybe a little.
That conversation will happen around then. Give or take a few years.
Kendrick's got to do what he's done the last 2 times, like 3 more times, before people can say, "All right, yeah, he's there." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love Kendrick. I just don't think he's.
Just can't get that claim to that throne yet.
Yeah, you talking about like Jay-Z? You talking about Jay-Z?
Yeah, the
Eminem,
Biggie,
Nas,
Tupac's. I mean,
Biggie, Tupac.
I mean,
this.
It's a big list.
There's a lot of
that people would argue and say, "Oh, that's the greatest of all time." People out there will say Rakim is,
right.
I mean, so there, you got a big list.
It's a way big list out there. So I don't feel like, I feel like people, the youth are just, they get so quick in the, this is the greatest album I've ever heard of ever. And I'm like, dog, the shit been out for fucking 20 minutes.
And the problem is the people who have a platform to correct them and really, you know, kind of put them in their place, check them a little bit in a sense, you know. People who do it don't do it. So then when they say statements like, we're the greatest rap group of all time.
Right.
When you say that and you don't get corrected or no one, you know, says, nah, hold up, you know, shit like that. When that doesn't happen, they start believing it themselves because they feel like, oh, you didn't say nothing, so you must believe it too.
Right.
So then that's what needs to happen. We need the people who have that stage, you know, that are able, that are speaking for the people, for all of us, you know, as fans, because that's what they are at the end of the day. But they just have a platform, that's a radio
Big
personality or whatever. And
Big Boy, he's not really like that type of interviewer. Charlamagne would probably be like,
oh, he would do it.
Hold the fuck up.
He would do that.
You know what I'm saying? He would do that.
Hands down.
Definitely. I know Charlamagne.
He would do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't say that for everybody else is out there. I don't know. But, you know, there was definitely...
I know Joe Budden would have done it.
Yeah. He's going to be like, bitch, Slaughterhouse?
Yeah, straight up.
You're not better than my group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Straight up.
So, I mean...
I was just bringing that up for the aspect of that.
No, right? If a nigga ain't it, call him Joe Budden. Pussy!
Doing that?
That's all they going to say. Pussy!
Just walks off the stage.
I mean, I like Migos in certain instances, man. But this just got to stop. Yeah, I agree with Bizzy Bone. They got to show more respect to the legends, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't become legends because they just put out a couple. They put out a couple hot songs for 2 years. That's not how that shit works, dog.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That is not how that shit works.
Sweat and tears and work. I mean, they just put in a lot of work.
Losses, trials, tribulations.
Getting fucked by labels and then, you know, and whatever the you know,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
all kind of shit.
Go through all that
fucking
type of shit.
Getting the crew breaking the fuck up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Crews breaking up.
Right.
Reunion coming back together.
It's all
kind
of shit.
Being locked up. Flesh and Bone being locked up.
Somebody getting killed.
Yeah, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit like
there's
that.
way more shit. Like okay, what's his
MJG? I just thought another group. Like
no, there's
you can't say that shit.
There's so many groups out there, man. But hopefully we could just start showing more love to the legends, bro.
Yeah,
just
stop speaking blasphemous. You know, just pretty much just speaking out the side of your mouth, just saying whatever how you feel at that moment. It's like just keep that to yourself.
First off, do some fucking research
and make the actual
everything is on the internet, dog. Everything is on the internet.
And make the statement you should have made. We're the greatest group of now.
You
can say that.
You can say that.
You can say that. Yeah.
You can say that. I'm cool with that.
I'll be all right with that.
Who's bigger than them? What group is bigger than them?
Although I would say I have groups that I feel I like better, but to say that they're the greatest group out there right now, I couldn't deny them because what are they doing? They're doing a lot of shit. They're making a lot of moves. They got a lot of hits, hitting chart songs. I mean, they're popping. So you can't take that away. But that's how they should. That
shit doesn't last forever, baby.
No. And when you make statements like that, you lose fans.
Hot for right now doesn't mean hot forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, hot of all time. Man.
That's a knowledge. That's a gem right there for anybody who is trying to make it. And if you do make it, remember that.
So the new rules are: if an album comes out, you can't call it a classic until
it's legit.
6 months after it's dropped. You can't call it a classic until 6 months after it's dropped.
No.
You can't say somebody's the greatest rapper of all time until they put at least 10 fucking years in the game.
Yeah.
At least.
Consistently.
Right.
Yeah.
10 years at least.
You can't drop off kind of, you know, and completely bomb on an album.
The only way you can drop off is if you've already gotten the crowd.
Well, yeah.
If you've reached the 10-year point, then it's like, all right, you're gonna take 4 years off, then go ahead.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we see that. We've seen that. So
and you gotta have. Listen, Nas has had some down albums. Had some bad albums. And people have. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z hasn't had.
I still think Eminem's a legend.
Everyone has had their off albums. You know what I'm saying? That weren't.
Jay-Z definitely has.
Yeah, I mean Nas has too. I mean they all have had albums that weren't up to their part, up to their what they could do. Everyone was like, come on, and you get those albums, and they kind of redeem themselves usually, you know, with another one that's like, okay, there you go.
Right.
For the most part, those artists will usually do that. They'll redeem themselves, and if they don't, they've already made that 10-year mark towards like, well, I don't care. You're still gonna buy my album.
If we're still talking about Migos 7 years from now, and they haven't broken up, maybe we can start talking about that. And they're still doing this shit like they're doing at this high level right now. Maybe then we could talk about one of the greatest.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be one of those. It's like it's arguable, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's gonna be other people.
We might put you in the top. You might get into the top 10.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You'll definitely be in that top 20 at that point,
right?
At least top 20.
At least.
No, we'll see how it goes though. But for now, stop speaking sideways.
Your boy and producer. No, your boys, plural.
Yeah. One's a hot spitter, and the other one's a dope producer.
Your boy Payroll Giovanni, who's from Detroit, but sounds like he's from the Bay. And Cardo got wangs.
You got
your
wangs.
boy Cardo sounds like he makes beats for every fucking coast. I don't even know if I know what coast Cardo is from, to be honest with you. I have to look it up. I think I know, but I need to look it up. But anyways, they released their project Big Bossin Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Right. We reviewed 1.5 and we haven't heard 1.
Still haven't heard 1.
Yeah. So
I was meaning to, and I just
we review a lot of music. Let's just be real. We review a lot of music.
On top of the music that we listen to ourselves.
Right. So what was your initial impression listening to this?
More realness, you know, more G shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just more knowledge.
Right.
You know, it was kind of like picking up where he left off.
Right.
But
it's definitely a good way to.
Yeah. Good way to put it is picking up where he left off, but it's not necessarily the elevation I wanted.
Right.
Being a volume 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm assuming like we were talking about 1.5 was kind of like you know, still part of 1 and kind of changing and kind of making that move to 2.
Right.
And I was thinking maybe we'll get a full blown change. You know, not necessarily a change where it's like they sound different, but you know, just taking it to the next level. And I guess maybe a little bit, but at the same time, it was faint. It wasn't too big of a difference. It was almost like the same.
Right.
Which ain't a bad thing though either. It's not a bad thing for the fact that
the 1.5 wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It ain't a bad thing necessarily because I mean that wasn't that bad. So
we can't say too that you know we can see that difference because we haven't heard 1, right?
Yeah.
So maybe 1 to 2.
Yeah, I was thinking
versus that kind of jump there. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking maybe that this is it. Right. Maybe this is what we get from them.
I kind of got the same thing you were saying. Like it was just kind of, you know, just more of what
1.5 was.
Right. Yeah. Which like it's not necessarily bad because 1.5. That was the first time I'd ever heard them together. So, you know, but it was more stories. It was more, I guess, inspiration, for
knowledge,
knowledge, and just smoother.
Some game, yes,
it was smooth.
It was smoother. That I would say compared to the last one, this one was
just a little bit more smooth.
A little bit more smooth.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit more smooth, a little bit more grown up. Still grown. The other one's grown up, but this one just a little bit more.
You said grown and sexy G music.
I didn't say all that. I said grown up.
Ain't nothing wrong with the grown and sexy shit, man.
No, why not?
Grown and sexy
with the
gangster music.
The beats. Yeah, I just feel like that straight up. Like
it kind of sounds like a gangster rapper was working with Sade's producers. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth like that.
Yeah, it is.
But with just with a West Coast vibe.
You know, with that bay feel. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you got from that. That's exactly pinpointed. That's how it sounded.
Right. It's for people that haven't listened to them and they've been like, well, you know, what does it sound like or whatever. It's just kind of nostalgic. It kind of reminds me of like DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of gives me like that
Does have that feel.
That feel, you know what I'm saying? But
not necessarily the same, but it's the feel.
It's not as player, right? Like some of the content isn't as player.
Yeah.
Just the sounds is you know what I'm saying? Because like Quick was it's just kind of pimpish players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a little
Some
bit
of
more,
what he was talking about.
More pimping there.
Right.
It was more pimping in there.
It was way more pimping in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whereas Payroll Giovanni, it's a little bit more gangster hustle mentality vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? It's more about like
surviving the streets.
Stacking your paper.
Stacking your paper. And
investing in the right things.
Yeah, making the right choices instead of being out in the club. You're over there
because that shit don't
investing
mean
in something like you're trying to buy a house or some shit. You know, like grown up shit.
Right, like with E40, which that song with E40, that was on 1.5, wasn't it? I think it was because it was
kind of like a preview, I guess, for 2 in a sense. You know, like
E40 said, stack your money and buy a fourplex.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I'm trying to get a fourplex. You know what I'm saying? I do like the features that are on here. Yeah, it's a couple OG features on here with E40.
E40 definitely.
Jeezy's on here as well.
Yeah.
Jeezy went out there. I think they're still signed to Jeezy, the Dope Boys Cash Out. The Payroll Giovanni, I know them because I know of him
through
Dope Boys Cash Out.
Okay.
They were in Detroit. Nails told me.
I remember. Yeah, you telling me about that. Yeah.
Because our homeboy, he's from 7 Mile, so you know he was the one. This is a couple years ago, some years ago when he told me like, hey, they the ones out here like moving. You know what I'm saying? And he's the one that kind of put me on to him. So you know when I hear him make those references, you know what I'm saying? I hear like a lot of these Detroit references. I know like. You know what I'm saying? Because we know our boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He talks about, if you listen to his music, he makes a lot of the same references. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're kind of from the same area. But that's how I kind of got up on him. But yeah, you know, the Jeezy, it's only right for Jeezy to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and that's on my heart.
Right.
I was feeling that shit.
Yeah. What'd you think about the lyrics?
Overall, I mean, like I said, it's very similar. I mean, it's just picking up where he left off, to where it's like he's still spitting that G shit. It's not necessarily too like. It's not really like you ain't got like a lot of metaphors and like punchlines and shit like that. That's not what you're getting with this. He's over here he's dropping knowledge.
Right.
He's over here spitting shit that if you hear it, may save your life one day,
right?
If you in the streets in the dope game or some
shit.
You
know? Right. The lyrics is not the focal point of this. So if you're coming in here going, I want to hear dope wordplay and nice punchlines and all this type of shit,
that's not what you're gonna get.
This is not what you're gonna get here, that's okay. Not everybody is supposed to be this dope lyrical, rapper.
There's levels in hip hop.
There's people that just come out and they just talk the truth.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, he picked that up from the last one and kept going with it, and just gave us more, and just it's a slight elevation, but not what I was expecting. Just a slight elevation. It was still similar, but I almost feel like it could be version 1.75.
Shit,
almost 2.
Right.
But like you said, we haven't heard one, so I'm kind of assuming maybe that's just their style and that's what we get. One might have been exactly the same way also. So and if
usually when you do a sequel, you kind of want to touch on the same things that work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm assuming maybe that's what if we get that duo, that's what we get.
I feel like if they're gonna do a part 3,
something needs to change.
Yeah, they got to come in from a different. They got to come from a different
or different.
Yeah,
just something different.
Yeah,
something different has to be in there. Yeah, they do have to because that's what's expected most of the time when you're growing and you're doing multiple ones. You don't want to just stay the same. I mean, because it's like I heard this album 3 albums ago, pretty much. Like it's the same. You don't want to get stagnant.
You have to switch it up.
Yeah, you have to switch it up.
So this is cool for a part 2 because it was like, but I really
would think 2.5 come out because they do the.
I'm not gonna listen to a 2.5.
That 2.5 come out is gonna. I think it's gonna be the same still.
I'll listen to a 2.5 after I've heard 3.
After you heard 3 and seen that they've grown, and then you want to see what was in between, maybe if they did.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah, I feel that.
What do you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
A scale of 1 to 10. It wasn't enough growth, you know, to where I think that I'm gonna have to. He still gets the 8.5.
8.5.
They get the 8.5 still.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta roll with it. It's strong 8.5.
Right.
The last one might have been a light 8.5. This one's a strong 8.5.
To be honest, I don't remember what I gave the last 1.5. Did I give it an 8?
I think you might have. I can't remember.
I might have given it an 8.
I can't remember.
If I did give it an 8,
if I did,
then I'm giving it an 8 again for the same exact reason that you stated.
Yeah.
It was kind of just more of the, you know. But I don't remember what I gave it, to be honest with you. The last one, I gotta go look it up.
Yeah. Whatever he gave the last one, he's giving the same.
I'm giving the same thing.
Yeah.
No disrespect and nothing like that. It's just, you know, I didn't feel like it was too different.
Yeah.
You know, I like the beats, I like the vibes, I like the messages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you're saying, no disrespect to the album.
Right? No, it's actually
a good album.
Good if you like the West Coast vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of gangster hustler type shit,
Bay Area
chill,
feel,
laid back type shit. Perfect
storytelling, and you know, just spitting real shit. Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's perfect for you.
Perfect for you.
But
if you're going in there looking for lyrics, you're not gonna find it. If you're going in here looking for some super, super, super hard shit, like some trap shit or some shit like that, you're not gonna find it.
It's not there either.
If you're 17 years old, it might be a little too groovy for you.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I don't even like the way that I use the word groovy.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
But that's the best way.
Since I watched Scooby Doo.
Right. Right, man. But yeah, so shout out to Payroll Giovanni and shout out to your boy Cardo.
Yeah. Hey, just give us something different.
Right. Your boy, hip hop's gremlin. Grown man.
Boy, and I was like, it's arguable.
Hey, if you feel like when I hit you with your boy, that's not your boy, let me know.
I have in the past said, no, it's not my boy. When you said something that you're just trying to make it look like it's my boy. It's not cool.
Hip hop's gremlin, Weezy F baby, grown man baby Bizoy.
Mr. Tunchi.
Right. Weezy F, grown man baby Bizoy.
Senor Tunchi.
No. Came out with Dedication 6 Reloaded with DJ Drama, who says in the intro, I sent a text message to Lil Wayne that said time for a vacation.
It's time for a vacation.
But it auto-corrected and said time for time for another dedication.
And then he claims that it is the greatest mixtape series of all time.
Are we ready to have this debate right now?
He said it himself. He claimed it over Jeezy's mixtape series.
Okay, so Jeezy hasn't put out as many.
Yeah,
I think he's at maybe
Jeezy probably when he heard that he said no instead of.
I mean, who's those mixtape series? There's a couple mixtape series. I like the Fahrenheit 1st and 15th series from Lupe Fiasco.
No.
There's Dedications.
No.
There's The Trapper Dies. But I mean, what else is really out there?
We're going to save that whole conversation for another segment on a different podcast.
You're right. We should. We'll save that for episode 104.
For the next one? We'll talk about it on the next one?
Yeah, we'll talk about it next
one. Yeah, we'll do that. It's about those mixtape specials.
Right. But let's get back onto Dedication 6 Reloaded. Yeah. Did we need a Dedication 6 Reloaded? After hearing what you heard from Dedication 6.
I knew we were going to get one just because we always get a Reloaded with these dedications.
Do we?
I thought I remember we doing a few Reloaded. He did a few Reloaded.
Okay.
He did a few Reloaded before. So
he's got a couple because he's got the no ceilings and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's funny that DJ Drama said that he did that whole text message out of courageous. So it was like, oh, so now you got another 20 more. You're welcome. You know, he says that, but I was like, wasn't one of these already on the last? You know, the Drake song. It was already on there, and it was like,
was it?
Yeah, it was like a reloaded.
I don't think
preview.
it was.
Oh, it was.
It was a preview.
Yeah, a reloaded preview.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, what do you mean you sent him a text?
Yeah.
You already had it ready. Like, making a little story before the whole thing. But it's like, come on.
I mean, that's just
a part of it. It's a part of it.
This DJ drama,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But it kind of, it's like, it goes
he gotta
back
talk
on
his
it.
shit.
It goes back on it, though, a little bit when you
Yeah,
put a little preview of it already. It's like,
yeah, but he,
you already had it out there.
he gets paid to make his
Let's
to
make
make
it
things.
interesting.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
He's good at doing it.
It was very interesting to hear him on that hook, on that one track. I forgot what track it was, but he was kind of over there saying part of the hook, like saying,
Yeah, that was actually pretty
I
interesting.
like that. I like that. That was dope.
Right.
That was very dope.
But
all in all, though, I mean, did we need it? Maybe not.
you know, I kind of felt like Dedication 6 Reloaded probably could have been no ceilings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's better. That's
no
that's
ceilings.
interesting. That
Could have did another mixtape thing.
Different, yeah.
Because I mean,
Interesting.
I think too though the reason that it was done is because the internet moves on so quick from shit. Remember back
Because there's so much shit. It's saturated. So much shit drops constantly. So it's like your shit came out, but the next week,
nobody cares anymore. And this shit came out December. Dedication 6.
Yeah.
Christmas.
The end of, right at the end of,
Right.
exactly.
And so this one came out a month later, and I was like, "Fuck again already." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
already.
it's you know everything moves
We got
so
the
quick.
hint because it was like they already had a cover for it when the other one
Right.
came out. They had a cover and they said coming soon.
I knew it was coming, but I was just like, "Damn, so soon!" But I mean, it's been a whole month.
And to go back on what I was saying about drama, I'm saying that story. Like for all I know, they did Dedication the first part like 6 months ago. So yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it was that. Maybe that is the way it happened.
Right. I mean, the lyrics it wasn't really anything different from the first Dedication. It was kind of on the same level. I do kind of feel like he did a lot. He was a little bit lazier with this one, in a sense.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Dedication, I feel like that one was a little bit stronger. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's just my personal take on it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like much really changed.
Not much did. I mean, there was still like kind of like on the last review we did for the first part. There were glimpses of Wayne being able to like really go in and like catch his glory days in a sense. Like there's moments of that in there, just like the last one.
Right.
But there's still filler in a sense.
It does just kind of feel like filler. I do like the verse that he spit on the track with Jewels.
Oh fuck yeah!
I thought that was
a fucking dope.
That was a fire verse from Wayne, and I mean,
he had to do the Tupac beat justice.
Right.
You know, it was that Hail Mary, and they called it Bloody Mary.
it sounded like old Wayne a little bit.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it could have been old Wayne. It could have been an old ass
It could have.
track that never released.
Could have been a Can't Feel My Face
right.
track. I mean,
Who knows how many fucking tracks they got of those? Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Jewels and Lil Wayne was going to release
They did a series.
project. Well, they had a couple of mixtapes. They had a couple mixtapes, but they were going to put out an album.
They were going to do an album. Yeah, that's right.
I Can't Feel My Face, and I never seen a lot of day because of business, the business side of it, the industry just didn't work out. But that was a really highly anticipated project for a couple years. It was yo, is this shit coming out? But it never came out.
Mixtapes went hard.
Yeah.
So they're like everybody wanted that shit to be an album.
Yeah, and this could be a throwaway from that time period. Because Wayne definitely sounded like old Wayne. I'm like, I don't even think Wayne rap like this no more, fam.
Yeah, it was consistent. The whole verse was like old Wayne.
Yeah,
where it's not like a few areas of the verse sound like shit.
It was like wordplay
snap,
Wayne.
but not
Yeah.
I mean, he had a few tracks on.
There was a couple tracks on there where I was just like, all right, this sounds like old Wayne. But then for the most part, you know, there was a lot of just, you know,
like we said, some filler in a sense.
Yeah, just
in a sense, filler. Not in a sense like is complete garbage music. No, I'm saying it's filler in keeping him in the mix, relevant. Right. You know, filler's
he
like
needs to
I
do
just
an album
dropped
at this point, bro.
Other people are coming out. People aren't even talking about my dedication. I got this shit now. He kind of waited a moment. You know, took that little break, a month, because that's all. It takes like a week, like you said, for you to be forgotten. So in that time, he's all right. Let me hit him with another one.
Right.
And you do that, and it just keeps you relevant in the mix. You know, and he needs an album because
he's an album at this point.
Because he could drop a No Ceilings if he wanted to now also, and it still probably would be just on the same level as these dedications.
Right. I don't think it would do anything to like help
Elevate.
increase the buzz or anything like that, man. What you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
What'd I give it? Because there was no elevation on this one.
Your elevation is your thing now, bro.
Yeah.
That's you doing these sequels.
It's always my thing. No. But seriously, I ended up giving this one like a 6.5.
6.5.
Last one I gave was a 7, and this one it dropped. It had good songs here that were worth listening to, but all in all, it was more disappointing for it to be a Reloaded and not actually give you more, like,
right?
And not really like, oh shit, yeah, this is way better than the first one. Right. You didn't get that feeling.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was kind of lackluster. I gave this a 6, because even though it was a little lackluster, there was a couple times where Wayne stood out, and he did kind of feel like old Wayne, but
it's just not enough.
It's not enough. Yeah, it's just all it's kind of all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely feels like
this is mixtape shit. So
yeah,
this is Wayne built his whole, like, especially after Carter 1. I don't even really want to say Carter 1, but yeah, let's say Carter 1. From everything from the Carter 1 until now, he's built his whole like catalog off of just rhyming.
Yeah.
Right? Not really actually having too much of
substance to it.
A substance or a message. There were a couple times where he did. You would actually find more substance in his mixtape shit than you would in his actual albums sometimes. But I think that it worked for the Carter 1, Carter 2, and doing all those features that he did when he got real hot. Yeah. During that time period, it worked because nobody else was doing that. You see what I'm trying to say? And now he's still doing that exact same thing, and it's just not as interesting anymore. You see what I'm saying? It's just like he's kind of stuck in his little realm, his bubble. You know what I'm saying? And everything else is changing around him. You see what I'm saying? Because the rhymes are still there, the bars are still there, the punchlines are there.
Yeah, you still got that.
It's still there, but it's just not interesting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know Wayne. We know. That's how it feels like when you hear rap now, and it's disappointing because at one point I felt like this dude is the best rapper right now, and and all, and it's like that faded away.
It's just like he's found a million ways to say the exact same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
All right.
That's how it feels.
This is exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
Like, we know you're gonna shoot somebody's grandmother.
He recycles it all.
We know you don't fuck with the other side. You see what I'm trying to say? It's always the same, like, themes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's the Carter.
And we know you have to say the F before the baby.
Right. Right. So
yeah.
You think he's done? Is Wayne done?
I kind of feel like
officially
we have to.
done?
I think we.
Yeah,
and it's when we have to wait to hear an album. Like, and when we hear the album, I think that's when we can make an official stance on
if he's done or not. I agree with you.
I think an album is.
His next album is going to be his done or not album.
Yeah. Right. It's going to be the chopping block.
Right. Right, man. But yeah, shout out to Lil Wayne, though, man, and shout out to his fans. I know y'all are the ones keeping his name alive. But
shout out,
nigga might be washed. Bye.
I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. Fuck it.
Oh shit!
Shout out to DJ Drama though.
Your boys, your 3 blind mice, baby bizoys.
This is 3 blind mice. That's funny.
The Migos, not to be confused with Amigos or the 3 Amigos. Movie that came out in the 80s that starred Martin Short, Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Alright, actually a good movie. I should go check it out.
Not to be confused with that, though.
Right.
We're talking about Culture 2.
Culture 2 came out last week. It's now the number 1 album in the country, I believe.
Yes, it is.
It's got 24 tracks.
Did it need 24 tracks?
Before we get into that, let's get into your initial reactions. Listen to this. Don't give away too much because we got to get into the other parts of this review. So just give me your initial, your first thoughts.
Okay. My first thoughts.
Yeah.
My first thoughts was before I even listened to it. When I was about to listen to it, I thought, "Am I gonna like this?" Because as a whole, I'm not a big fan of Migos.
Not a big fan of Migos.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Migos. So I was thinking outside, like, this is gonna be one of those albums that I hear and I'm like, I just want to skip through it, or can't wait to be done with it. You know,
Right.
I was thinking that initially, and then I heard the first track. Play that. I go a lot by that. It wasn't that bad. I liked it, but I immediately knew that the album was going to be full of voice changing,
Right. Well, yeah,
voice altering. But that's
they're gonna do that.
their
That's
thing,
the thing
though.
right
That's
now.
their
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
But the thing is, they give us times where they don't do it at all, and I think they just need to do that more because it sounds good without all that voice changing. I mean, they have tracks on this album that I was pleased with because they didn't do that. Some I was like, why did you do it on the chorus?
Right.
If you would have just didn't do it on the chorus, this would have been a great song.
Right.
It was just a good song, But
Well, I think that. I mean, my initial reaction to it was, I was coming in this expecting it to be big, and expecting it to be.
Yeah, I hear that too. Yeah,
You know
especially
what I'm saying?
coming off of the last one.
Right. Like, the word I want to use is ambitious. That's what I was expecting it to be. Right? Like, I was expecting it to be like, oh, okay, like, you got all the light shined on you. You gonna give us this, like, fucking fire. You gonna come hard. You gonna be like, hey, like, we them boys. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I was looking for. And I didn't really get that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get that in here.
No, you really don't, man. It was kind of a letdown.
It was disappointing that you didn't get that, and it was disappointing to me that it was just too much of the it sounded the same. A lot of it sounded the same, other than the beat being different.
Right.
A lot of it, which I think you get that a lot with them, anyways. Because it's just the way they spit. It's their style.
It's
how
their style.
Spit it. It's
but
the style, the way they spit, like, they'll do that same style on pretty much all the beats.
Right.
So when you hear it, it's kind of like, that verse could have been on this track. It could have been.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
It's just.
Well, I don't know. I kind of feel like the first Culture album sounded way better.
Yeah.
I do. There was a lot more songs that on
more
there.
impactful.
Yeah, there were just better songs on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that I don't know, man. Like, with all the money, all the fame, and all the whatever you have at your disposal, you know what I'm saying? Any producer that you pretty much want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just expect y'all to create
bring
something.
it.
Yeah, create something way better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Especially when you got 24 tracks on there.
Especially when you got 24
You got
fucking
24
tracks.
You got 24
Goddamn.
tries to really get that.
24 tries.
to get that.
I was expecting at
correct.
least, like, out of the 24, I was like, all right, I know there's going to be something I'm not going to like on here. So can I at least get a 50%, like, exchange rate on this?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I don't like this one, but this one I love.
Yeah, maybe it's like, you give us 24, can we at least get a full album of good tracks, like words,
Right. I didn't get that many. It kind of sucks because with 24 tracks, there was probably 5 or 6. And I know that Migos is like one of the groups that you kind of got to hear more than once before it starts to kind of like click and you're like, oh, okay, this whole bangs. I know that about them.
But a lot of that is the beat.
Like, a lot of it is the beat, but it's the way you ride the beat too, though. Okay, like, for example, T-shirt. Okay, Mama told me not to sell work. 17.5, same color T-shirt.
Yeah,
that song to me was better than Bad and Bougie, right? Which was a very catchy a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like T-shirt way better. You see what I'm saying? I just like the way that it went. I like the beat.
They put it together.
Yeah, I don't really feel like they were doing the same things on those songs.
They weren't riding the beats the way they were riding the beats on the other one.
Yeah, they just didn't ride the beats on here. They wasn't, and some of the beats didn't really knock. Like, a lot of it was kind of laid back.
Yeah,
to an extent.
A lot of laid back.
And they're trying to be a little bit more melodic, and I'm like, Nah, I know Quavo out here popping. You know, he's been doing these hooks and singing shit. I don't hear that shit right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing enough of that shit.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. It was too saturated with that shit.
Right.
Like too much of that.
Way too much.
They all had their hits though. Like, and I'm not saying like because they all had hits and misses, but more misses than hits, obviously.
Right.
But there's a few, like each of them had a few verses or like a few bars within their verses where they said something like, okay,
right.
I mean, Take Off, Offset, Quavo. They all did it.
What do you think about Takeoff? Because a lot of people talking about Takeoff.
I think Takeoff did better than I expected, like completely. Like I think he actually, if you listen to what he's spitting, there's some things that he spit in there, and you're just like, okay, but it's within a verse that isn't all that great.
So for Migo fans that's out of this, if you're watching this, I don't feel like Takeoff did anything different that he's never done.
No,
I just believe that they gave him more of a spotlight.
No,
than they did before. I think they gave him more
spotlight, just more time.
Well, he got left off Bad and Bougie.
So they gave him more. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Then, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just put him out.
They weren't leaving him off no Bad and Bougie this time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I think that
they went through that. They didn't want to go through that again.
He was a little upset. He kind of came. I'm let these niggas know I actually rap, but I don't feel like he did anything that he
hasn't done before.
He hasn't done before.
They just gave him a lot more time to do
more
it.
Shine.
Yeah, I got it.
If you've listened to Migos and you've heard him before,
it's
like,
true. I mean, because he did that same shit in the other ones where he overall it wasn't all that, but there'd be like 2 bars in there or something that were like, that wasn't that bad. You know, a few bars. You know, it wasn't that bad. But all in all, overall, it's still not that great.
It wasn't that great.
I'm talking about all 3 of them.
Yeah, there was a couple tracks. Narcos.
I
like Narcos.
Yeah, Narcos I like. Although the chorus still was like
it's gonna grow on. I think it's gonna grow on people.
I think it will too, but it's just
I like Flooded too.
They probably could have had someone else do the chorus, not necessarily them do it. I think it would have been a better track if they would have just had someone else do it, you know, differently, you know, somewhat, you know. But
what about what else was good? Was actually a good song, Made Man.
Made Man was a good song.
I actually like the beat that they chose. I liked how they were rapping. It sounded like a nice southern sampled rap song, which I wasn't expecting to hear from them.
Flooded. I like Flooded.
I just said that.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I was already talking about the other one still.
Alright, yeah. Flooded was a hot track too. There is a track on here that sounds exactly like Dead's. Count of the Dead's. It sounds exactly the same. It's like the same. It's actually a Cardo beat too. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like a rehash of the beat, and and I was expecting to hear Bossin in the head, Count of the Dead, which I actually like that song. Yeah, I actually think that's a fire song.
But you were expecting that on here because you hear it.
Well, no, I hear the beat and I'm like,
so similar.
Did these niggas just make the same exact fucking? I would have respected you if you would have said this is Count of the Dead's Part 2, and you just featured I don't know, fucking like a bunch of trap rappers on there. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh, okay, this whole bangs. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't do it that way. They just try to turn it into a whole nother song. I think it's called Open Them Up. Open It Up.
Okay.
And I was like, man, no, that's Count of the Dead. That's Count of the Dead Part 2.
And you're like, you just fucked this up.
Yeah. What the hell?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not for the culture.
It's not. But all in all, man, I didn't think it was as great that it should have been. Yeah, it could have been a way bigger and better album.
Not could have. It should have.
It should have been.
It should have been a way better.
What you think about Stir Fry?
I think there's gonna be a lot of people that it just gets catchy too.
It's definitely catchy.
It's catchy, but
it's Migos and Pharrell.
No, it don't sound right.
It doesn't.
Like, it really.
Listen, the Migos and Lil Uzi Vert sounded better than Migos and excuse me. The Lil Uzi Vert and Pharrell sounded better than Migos and Pharrell.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't quite sound right. It really don't.
Right.
Not Pharrell beat.
Yeah.
They may have had a
good try though.
They may have had a better shot doing that track with Timberland.
Yeah.
Doing a crazy beat, one of his crazy beats. But even then, it's still. I think that's just too. It's not them.
Yeah, it's
like
just not.
Even Timberland. It's like both of them. I think.
It just wouldn't fit. What you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I gave this a 6.
Oh, you gave it 6. You hurting.
I'm hurting the culture.
No, you're hurting the Migos mama.
I am, bro.
Yeah,
I am.
Mama. You hurting their mama, dog.
Hey, they hurt me by not doing what they should have done.
Yeah.
They hurt. I'm sure they hurt more than me. A lot of fans that thinking like, "Come on."
You know they're saying right
the
now.
Platform you had, what you should have done on this album, like it's almost like they half-assed it because they knew people were gonna. It's like it don't matter if we do it or don't do it because they're gonna think we're gonna do it, so they're gonna buy it. They're gonna fuck with it anyway. And they kind of it seems half-assed of the potential it should have been.
You know what they're saying right now? Ice, trade, freezer. Ice. If a nigga hate him, call him Riffa.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Pussy! That's what they're saying right now.
I don't care.
Cause you my dog.
You know what?
Hey,
I think.
No,
on that note, they all could have been left off of this.
Oh shit!
If they're gonna say something like that, that's how I'll come back at them. Like, fuck leaving one of y'all off of this. We should have left them all.
Right. I gotta give this one a 4.
See, when I heard him with the 6, I think you heard him with a 4.
I hit him with the 4. I gave this one a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Yeah. It just wasn't as good as it was supposed to be. I had high hopes for Migos. Especially after what they did with Coach and how they just like blew the game down. I was like, oh yeah, they already set they there. They just gotta, you know what I'm saying? How do you make Bad and Bougie? Okay. And then make this album. Because Bad and Bougie was hot. It was fire.
I believe this is more of a production album. If you're looking for good production, you're gonna get that out here. You'll get some dope ass.
I don't even think it was that dope though. I mean, they were dope beats, but there were some beats that I felt were kind of lackluster. I feel like some of them were very basic.
Some were actually almost like I was saying, where it's like, just how I was just saying about them. It was like missing shit. Like it wasn't to the full potential. Like some of the beats were like that too. Right. Some of the beats, but they had some banging beats in there.
They doing some banging beats.
Definitely some banging beats. Right. Literally, because I was in the car jamming them and they banged.
Maybe if they do Culture 3 and they just only do like 10 or 11 songs, they could probably make some fire shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're probably just in this point where they're just moving. They're probably just getting all this money and they don't have. They don't have. You know, when you're not popping, you have more time to do shit.
No,
you have more time to think,
make it
right, and like spend time on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This they probably just like, oh, let's just get all this shit and get it out there. Let's move. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna move. It's gonna be hot. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it felt like. You know what I'm saying?
I see that. It definitely felt like that.
So maybe if they come to Culture 3 and they after their buzz dies down a little bit, they come to do Culture 3. Take a year to kind of focus on just making the most fire shit possible. Put maybe 12, 13 tracks, 10 to 13 tracks in there and make a banger. They could probably snap back out of it. You know what I'm saying? I see it.
We'll see how it works out.
Right. We are at the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Trillions and Trillionettes. Episode 103 in the bag.
It is done.
It is done.
We appreciate you for listening. Subscribe. Hit notifications.
That's right.
On YouTube,
yes, sir.
iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're in your eardrum right now.
Right.
And
or in your car.
Go to trillmatic.com/merch. And not // just one slash. I said slash twice.
Somebody's like typing that shit.
Slash. He said slash twice.
I can't get it to work.
It's trillmatic.com/merch.
I hate technology.
Hey, and you go there, you can get some of the hot merch that we have for you, you know, and help support the movement.
That's right.
You can become a patron, you know, help support in the same aspect, maybe get some extra shit on the side because that's what we do for you.
Right.
And I guess I was about to take your line, bro. But you need to hit it.
Oh, we gonna be about this thing. No, I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about.
Deuces.
Smoke some, bitch. Chill.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.